So I've talked to people over the years about what they should have in their car, from ladies to dudes to, depending on whatever your situation is. But I think that you should carry some supplies in your car. So I'm going to go through what I carry in my GX, and you can kind of make your own decisions about what to carry and what not to carry. And then maybe I'll talk about kind of what I'm carrying and what I'm not. All right, so first off, first aid kit. Pretty easy. Here's the original Lexus one. You can buy different ones or whatever, but go through your kit and fix it. If you're not carrying a first aid kit, you should be. I don't care who you are. They sell these little first aid masks. If you know how to do CPR, you can carry these. These are great. If not, don't worry about it. At the very least, you should have fresh Band-Aids. You should have antibiotic ointment. I also highly recommend Benadryl, not hydrocortisone, Benadryl or the knockoffs gel. This stuff is awesome for insect bites or whatever. You could be at the park with your kids, whatnot, and they get mosquito bites or chiggers or whatever. This stuff is awesome to rub on there. So, I mean, you should have the basics, right? Like if you're not trained in first aid, don't worry about the rest. Band-Aids, first aid, some gauze, antibiotic, some alcohol or iodine, pads, and then Benadryl. That's it. But you should refresh your first aid kit. You should have that on hand. Okay, next up. I actually got this at Costco. I like Costco a lot, but this just helps organize my stuff. It's kind of just this modular little thing. It's got little side pockets you can use for different stuff, and just depending on what I'm doing, keep different stuff in here. But for the most part, I kind of stay organized otherwise. All right, so big stuff first. Air compressor. Everybody should have one in every car. I will leave a link. This one I got on Amazon. I really like it. For airing up flats, for airing up other people's flats. If you go to the beach and you air down like I do, you can air back up. You can also fill up inflatable beach balls and stuff, and it's 12 volts. So here, I'll just open this up. There's not much to see in here other than to say you should really carry an air compressor. Okay, you don't have to buy all this stuff at once, by the way, right? Okay, next up, I carry different sets of tools. I really like these roll bags. Thank you to my brother who turned me on to these particular ones. These are great. So I carry two. The first one is tools. I got a cheap tool set from Harbor Freight, tore it down and put it into here so it unwraps, right? It's just organized from wrenches to, I just wrote on here, utility, ratchet. I got different Allen drivers. Basically put the whole kit in here, so you kind of have a whole set of things. So, and this has helped me on occasion when I've needed some tools to work on something, either on the road, on a trip or whatever, or somebody else's car, or just at a friend's house. The basic set of tools, super helpful. I have another one I ended up doing. Okay. So one of the things that I carry, I used to carry jumper cables and tell everybody to carry jumper cables, even if you don't know how to use them. The fact that you have them means that somebody else might and they can help you. But nowadays, I don't carry jumper cables anymore. In this car, I carry jump packs. So I carry this jump pack in the GX. It is an absolute monster. It will literally start a semi-truck. I've used it to jump like 3 or 4 different cars in a row, and it was down to like 93%. However, it's kind of pricey now. Hulkman, I think, knows what they've got, and so it jumped by like $80 or $100. So this is what I carry in all my other cars, and this is what I recommend. I mean, I recommend this too. It's kind of pricey. For like your everyday carry, this thing's $50. This is July of 2023, so it's still $50 at Costco in the store. It's this Type S battery pack, and it's a little jump pack. What I love about it is that it's super, super simple. You can give it to your mom, your girlfriend, your wife, your kids, whatever. And once you plug it in, also it's a charge pack, so you can like charge your phones and stuff off of it. But it just has a light. It basically says like hook it up. If you hook it up wrong, it tells you, it doesn't hurt it. It tells you immediately, and it lets you jump immediately. And it tells you to turn the key on, and then you take it off. It's super, super simple. It's not complicated. It's kind of foolproof. It can pretty much fit in your glove box. Get one. Give it to all your friends and family you care about. Okay, so I carry a jump pack in all my cars. Let's see what else we got. All right, continuing on. I already recorded this, or thought I did, and I didn't, so we're gonna do it again. So, all right, so we got the Hulkman jump pack, all the parts that go with it, so I can charge it on the road, etc. And here, duct tape, Gotta have duct tape, right? Smash it flat, store it. This is actually plumber's tape, so this will work for like any kind of threaded sealant. I use this surprisingly often. I also use it for the shower that I made, my camping shower, so I can reseal it. So that's handy for that. Emergency poncho. It's both a rain poncho and it's got like an emergency blanket thing, so that's nice and it's small. Get them in a pack. Lantern, flashlight. Fix-a-flat. Let's talk about fix-a-flat for a second. Fix-a-flat will ruin your tire. However, it will also get you or somebody that you come across or you care about out of a jam. So if you can, just air your tire back up with the compressor that you have, or your friend, and then drive to a tire shop and get it fixed, right? Or use the spare tire you have. But if somebody doesn't have a spare tire, or they're in a jam, bad area of town, or whatever, this can get somebody out of a jam. You can give this away, let them air up, but it will trash the tire. Don't trust the tire. And the guy that fixes the tire for you is going to have a bad time too, because it absolutely goos the inside. But it's good to have. It can absolutely get you out of a jam. Road flares. Highly recommend these. You can sometimes find these at Walmart or AutoZone or whatever. I think I bought these on a bigger pack on like Amazon. These are awesome if you're at night and you have road trouble, again, or somebody else does. You can pop these off and they're very, very visible. So highly recommend having these. Zip ties. You gotta have zip ties. These are kind of some colored ones that are fun, but it doesn't really matter. Zip ties, man, they come in handy all the time. So definitely use your zip ties. Okay, let's keep going. All right. Go to the beach a lot. I got my beach kit. What's in my beach kit? Sunscreen? Yeah. Check. More sunscreen. Also check. White vinegar. And if I can get it out, meat tenderizer. So why vinegar and meat tenderizer? Well, if you don't already know, for jellyfish or other stinging stuff at the beach, vinegar and meat tenderizer, so all venom is protein based, so you got to break the protein down. So acid does a great job, as does meat tenderizer, of breaking down proteins. And so you can pee on it, right, which is a traditional thing because your urine is acidic, or better off, just use white vinegar and some meat tenderizer and do it as soon as it happens. You can pour this over somebody's leg or arms or whatever. It brings immediate relief. So just keep some of this on hand. That's my beach kit. Toilet paper, gotta have it, right? You got kids, even if you don't have kids, toilet paper, use it to blow your nose, obviously go to the bathroom, whatever, super handy. I keep a roll of 550 paracord, you might call it. Work gloves, super handy. Keep a lighter or two, man, surprising amount of times I use that. And then I keep a couple, I don't really keep these, they're just here for next time I fill up. Fuel system cleaner. So for me, Techron is great. You can get these at Walmart. That's where I recommend you buy them. You'll find them the best price on them. So Techron, and then Gum Out Regain specifically. So this stuff is great. Use it like, I don't know, every 10,000 miles or so. And it will help keep your fuel injectors cleaned out. Does a great job. These are the only ones that are worth getting. Everything else is garbage snake oil. It's just basically methanol. So anyways, there you go. I also like just keep a bag for trash. Oh, I almost forgot. Last but not least, this is important. This is a pretty recent purchase. Lug nut set. So I came across a guy that I couldn't help. He had some oddball lug nuts and certainly did not fit the standard lug wrench that comes with the GX. And so I ended up getting this guy. It's double-sided sockets and this lug wrench. And the lug wrench is, if I can get it to go, extendable. So now, there it is. So now for myself and for others, makes changing a tire a lot easier. Somebody's got a flat tire and they're in a jam. So I carry this guy now too. Super handy. And it's certainly better, I think, than the stock one that the GX comes with. It's just longer, you get more leverage. So there you go. Recommend carrying with one of these if you want to be prepared. You're going out with other people. I'm going to add one more thing to my list. If you have a GX or frankly any other thing, I found this thing on Amazon. It's not really made for a GX. It's just like this net that goes up. It's got like a pocket inside and you can put stuff on. This thing is awesome. I love it. The kids love it. We can stow stuff up there. It's out of the way. Man, if you have a GX or some other car like that and you got kids, get one of these. Love it. That's it. So to review, things that you should really carry, everybody should carry. You should have a jump pack. You should have a first aid kit. You should have road flares. And then I highly recommend having some duct tape, zip ties. And then from there, you start to make your own decisions. You know, obviously I carry a set of tools. I highly recommend having an air compressor. And then the rest kind of depending on what you're doing. But that's what I carry in my GX. And before I go, one last note. This NOCO jump pack that I bought like a year or two ago, paid a pretty penny for it. Looks real nice and stuff. Hot garbage. NOCO is a no-go. Don't do it. That Type S from Costco works awesome. My brother's used it. I've used it. It's gotten used probably 3 or 4 different times. It works great. It's been tested. This has never worked anytime I've tried to use it. It's hot garbage. So stay away from NOCO, people. There you go. Hope that helps, everybody.